Thank you so much, guys, for connecting to our collective calls. We hold them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's Tuesday. And yeah, we got two amazing projects today to share the pitch deck, answer the Q&A, so the usual drill. First of all, we got Emmanuel from Axone, and we got Gabriel, co-founder and CEO of Cede Hub project. And yeah, thank you so much for coming again. Let's start with Emmanuel. So yeah.
So I'm Emmanuel. I'm the co-founder of Axone. I am quite experienced in the crypto sphere and blockchain environment. I'm working there for almost 10 years now. So it's quite a while. I would like to introduce you Axone, a semantic orchestration layer protocol for collaborative AI. At Axone, we believe that collaborative AI will outperform siloed AI because companies are suboptimal coordination mechanisms in the digital world. The future of artificial intelligence lies in collaborative orchestration at the dawn of what we are calling the post-web era, inspired by one of our backers, Outlier Ventures. And we are building a decentralized framework where autonomous AI agents and apps transcend silos to work collectively, fulfilling user intention with trust and transparency. And in short, Axone is a building and missing coordination layer for the decentralized AI economy, a layer that enables autonomous agents, services, and stakeholders to collaborate securely, verifiably, and at scale. The major problem today for collaborative AI and why it doesn't work, it's despite the explosion of AI capabilities, collaborative AI doesn't work mainly for three reasons. The first one is the ecosystem is technically fragmented. There is end-to-end square integrations between models, API, agents. There is also no trust framework for reasoning or coordination, and governance is either too rigid or too loose to support dynamic multi-agent systems. So without a shared semantic layer and programmable logic, current AI system remains siloed, opaque, and fragile. So that's why we created Axone, the decentralized semantic orchestration layer, specifically designed for collaborative AI. It's a dynamic interoperable AI protocol that unlocks unprecedented value and accelerates the development of intelligent application across industries. So what is the solutions? Axone combines blockchain logic and semantics into unified orchestration architecture made of an on-chain ontology. That means it's a universal semantic framework to reduce integration, complexity, and to create shared meaning across systems. There is also a Prolog virtual machine, which is very important. Prolog is an old language, but this Prolog virtual machine is a reasoning engine to execute complex coordination rules verifiably and not as an opaque black boxes, but as an auditable logic. There is also a governance zone. So this is a context-specific rules environments for multi-agent collaboration under evolving yet secure governance. And there is also a verifiable coordination with decentralized ID and verifiable credential standards to authenticate data, models, compute, and agent capabilities without relying on trust. So in simple terms, Axone turns today's fragmented and trust-dependent AI landscape into a self-organizing agent web where resources can be discovered, verified, and orchestrated freely and securely. So how it works, it's an orchestration layer, so you can share anything on your own terms and reference any kind of resource, data, storage, computation, APIs, or models. And they can be referenced and shared under any composable conditions from access rights to credential requirements to business models. And these conditions are enforced on-chain to power any process. What is great is that to demonstrate Axone's power, we developed Cat AI, which is a collaborative text-to-image model where users share images of cats to train a model in weekly sprints, and they receive rewards for their contributions. Cat AI is our working prototype on the testnet. We have more than 25,000 active users in this application, and this is where it's getting very exciting because Axone is not just a theory. Cat AI is a real playground where AI and community creatively collide. Think memes, videos, and fun digital energy, all powered by Axone collaborative intelligence, and this is great. So it showcases Axone's features and lays the foundation of our AI Factory application on the mainnet. The AI Factory is a platform where anyone can launch a collaborative AI zone with its own tradable token. And the aim is to make it very simple to create a generic AI community with its token for specific purpose that any builders may have. So now we are focused on creating a network effect of providers. We are integrating with many different protocols in Web 2 and Web 3 for storage, computation, privacy, data, and so on. We already have partnerships and integration with guys like Synternet, Akash, Jacka, Secret, Subquery, and so on. And we are very, very proud to very soon be able to announce something very big with ASI, the Super Intelligence Alliance. And because we are very close from Fetch, SingularityNet, and so on. So the idea is to aggregate all these different resources and then make them really available for builders who want to train the model. So I'm going fast, and I just want to say a few words about the token. Axone Utility Token is pivotal. It covers transaction fees and enhance network security through staking and manage on-chain governance. It's really a huge utility token. Now we have a team comprises experienced entrepreneur, crypto natives, and agile dedicated to the revolutionary AI collaboration. And we are ready to go mainnet for the end of Q2 25. We just finalized a great airdrop campaign with more than 30K wallets engaged. It was super cool with our, multi-framework agents. We decided who had right to who. And right now we are proposing to investors to join our private round. We are raising 750K at 20 million FD valuation to get ready to launch the token. And I will be more than happy to answer to your questions.
AI is live with 50K and more active users. What are some of the most surprising or unexpected ways people are using the platform? And what insights have you gained so far?
So the aim was to onboard as many people as possible, not only developers, because Axone is a protocol dedicated for builders. So it's quite raw right now, so and difficult to get. So the aim of this application was to show to the people how can we create a collaborative AI environment to incentivize people to share their data. So it was a huge experience, and it was like a great marketing tool to onboard as many people as possible on the protocol, to allow them to create their own wallets on the testnet and so on. And on the other side, below this, we have an open source application that builders can use and modify and play with it and the way they want. So this is why this was the aim of this application. Right now we are working with health industry, replace images of cat by images of patients to train a diagnosis algorithm. This is exactly the same application. And now we are working with a bunch of university hospital who wants to share the data of their patient without exchanging them. And we have the capabilities to sell the model that they will train to other actors. So this is pretty good.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. We've got another one. The incentive mechanisms seem critical for motivating participants. How do you balance fair value sharing while preventing a gaming of the system by bad actors?
So this is a very good question. In this, I guess that this question was specifically on Cat AI. So on Cat AI, people can put any kind of images. It can be images of cats or images of dog and whatever. We are not controlling what they are contributing with. But the case is that we are also proposing in the application that people can make the curation of the images. That means that they can vote and decide which images is good or not good according to them. Because to train the model, we just need a few images. Only 50 images are needed to train the model, and we had more than 50,000 images. And the fact is that the community is contributing to rank the images, and then at the end of the sprint, we had the rank of 50 images, and these images were good. And also, as we can follow the contribution with the wallets of the people. We can manage the rewarding according to the more that the people we provide images close on the top of the ranking, the better they will be rewarded. So there are a lot of mechanisms that can be imagined to be sure that people are, let's say, contributing well, and the rewarding is made for that. The other question is that because with the protocol you can make any kind of rewarding and you can define the rules that you want. The case is that because also you can provide compute, you can provide any kind of resource. And the case is with the protocol, people can stake and can make some curation systems on the resource by itself. That means that, I don't know, Ivan, you are providing a compute resource, but we are not sure of it. But suddenly, if you are making your resource audited, and if you are proposing people to stake token on your resource, so suddenly you increase your reputational system, and people will be more eager to trust your compute resource. So the protocol is also allowing this.
A couple of questions left as well. So who are are your competitors and what sets you apart from them?
This is a tough question because let's say that we don't have direct competitors. No one is making a semantic orchestration. You have some orchestration project that are proposing automation, but Axone is made to enhance the collaboration, and there is no one who is proposing like a semantic orchestration layer as we are doing. That means that you cannot define and make scalable rules to engage orchestration among several elements of the workflows. I mean, there is for now we don't have any competitors specifically on this semantic orchestration layer. So this semantic orchestration layer makes Axone very, very unique.
This one about TG. So TG planned for June 2025. If so, did you already secure some CEX listings? Gate and Maxi, I guess, from what we saw on your slides.
Yeah, so right now we didn't secure CEX listing because that's why that's why we are raising funds to be able to secure these listings, because having a central exchange primary listing is asking some funds, and we don't have them for the moment. We surely be able to be listing on the DEX, and that's why we are raising funds to secure our primary CEX listing. We have contact with Gate and Maxi. Why these two? Because we are close to. We reached some negotiation with Gate. They are still asking a lot of token for listing fees. I'm not so eager to give more than $50,000 in token for listing. So that's why we are negotiating, and that's why they're asking more. USDT fees, and that's why we are raising fund actually in a private round right now.
Yeah, totally. Good luck with that. I think that's all time we have for the Q&A. If there are no questions, so Emmanuel, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you to you.
Luck with the launch and the TG. So we got next project called Cede Hub, and Gabriel is here to present it to you guys. So Gabriel, thank you so much for coming. Passing the mic to you.
Yeah, hey everyone from France. So nice to meet you everyone. I'm Gabriel Bigazzo, co-founder and COO of Cede Hub. So just quick background and context about the company. So we are specialized about centralized exchange connectivity since like 2021. So it's been almost 4 years that we are building different tools related to centralized exchange connectivity. And now with Cede Hub, we are really finding something huge, and we hit a serious PMF. So we started this project 6 months ago. And what is Cede Hub? We organize basically trading competitions with token issuers that wants to grow their trading volume on centralized exchange for bringing more trading volume in an organic way. So the whole value proposition is drive organic centralized exchange volume for token issuers. So let me tell you a bit more about why is volume important. And for example, as Emmanuel and as many other token issuers, almost all the token issuers have this common main KPI. It's the trading volume of the token on centralized exchanges. Trading volume is really, really important for token issuers because token issuers, they are struggling actually at the moment to generate centralized exchange volume. They are struggling to have more traders on their token, and they are also struggling just to get more attention in this market that is quite often overcrowded. Also, token issuers, they don't have at the moment a way to incentivize whether their user or finding other users that would be interested to trade their token. And so now we have like almost 10,000 of token listed on several centralized exchanges with like a certain amount that is limited of number of traders, certain amount limited, especially in those market conditions. And trading volume is really, really important for several reasons. Trading volume is really important if you want to get listed on better centralized exchanges, if you want to avoid delisting, because sometimes that happens. And also if you, for example, want to raise more funds, if you want a OTC deal, if you want to close big partnerships, when you have a token that you are already listed on centralized exchanges, it's usually one of the main KPIs that your partner, investor, client will have a look at. And so to answer to this pain, that's how we built Cede Hub 6 months ago. And so again, what is Cede Hub? It's basically a trading interface that you can see now at the screen, where users can connect the DeFi wallets. It can be EVM or non-EVM. They can even create one directly with us if they don't have. And Then on profile section, they're going to connect the centralized exchanges. So how they connect centralized exchange, we have step-by-step guide, tutorial guide. So they connect whether by creating an API key or auth connection. So again, we're leveraging all our expertise and all those connectivity with exchanges that we've been building in previous products that failed in the past. And when it's done, basically they are able to access different trading competitions that we are hosting directly on Cede Hub. And so basically, directly in our hub, they are going to be able to trade a specific token. So for example, Karate token or Nexat token. They're going to be able to trade those tokens on centralized exchanges, but directly in our interface. So how it's possible? It's again because we are asking the users to connect the centralized exchange in our interface, and we develop all this API connectivity. So they are basically able to directly trade their centralized exchanges assets in our interface. And the magic part of that is that since they also connected their DeFi wallets at the beginning, that's how we are able to match off-chain actions, specifically trading volume on centralized exchanges, with their DeFi address. And so we are the only product at the moment in the market that is able to combine that. And to concretely, what we do is we are going to reward users on-chain, so directly sending on a daily basis rewards for their off-chain actions, so specifically trading volume that they did in our hub. And so basically, these are like the steps that users are doing. As I told you, you connect your DeFi wallets, you select the campaign, you connect your exchange. We have leaderboards that are dynamic. You do a trade, you go higher to the ranking because you did more volume on a specific token, on a specific exchange. And so then the more volume you do, the more you will get rewarded. And also some metrics. So in only 5 months and a half, actually, we launched 75 campaigns. We generated over 200 million of organic trading volume on the centralized exchanges, and we rewarded over 550k USDT. So it's not any random coin, it's pure USDT, pure dollars to our community of traders. And quick background about our investors. So again, we started the company 3 years and a half ago. So we already did 2 rounds. We are backed by GSR, one of the biggest market maker that is also distributing us. So we work with many market makers, centralized exchange listing teams that basically send us a lot of clients. Yeah, we are able now to be cash flow positive in only 5 months of iteration with this product.
Thank you so much, Gabriel, for the pitch. And we've got a question. Preventing CEX, the listing is huge. What are some of the most common mistakes token issuers make that put them at risk of being delisted? And how does Cede Hub help solve that?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you. Basically, the common mistakes, it's not engaging enough with the community, right? Because so on our side, we're really aware about which metrics the centralized exchange are looking at to whether they list or list a new token. And there are many metrics, right? But one of them is trading volume. So how much on a daily basis there is trading volume. That's the main metrics they are having a look at, because that's also their business model, right? That's how a centralized exchange is gaining, earning money. It's by taking a trading fees. So depending on how much trading volume is done, right? So that's why they are really focusing on that trading volume. And that's why it's the main metrics that they are looking at. And I will answer after how we are relevant, but it's pretty obvious, right? Because we generate more organic volume. But the other things any token issuer should have a look at, in my opinion, is community, because the centralized exchange are also looking for more traders, first-time traders, to get more users. So basically, a centralized exchange is looking at which point a project, a token could bring me more users, because they see any token listing as also an acquisition funnel of for their own centralized exchange. So of course, if you have a big community, if you generate a lot of impression on your post, but also if you have a lot of interaction with your community, that definitely could be a good point. And I feel the mistakes that many token issuers are doing is like not put that much leverage on that. Also something important, and the mistake that some people are doing is not working with good market makers that are here to provide a good liquidity, good spread, so the token can be properly tradable. So I've seen many projects that basically, they got listed on many exchanges, but they don't have enough capacities to propose a suitable and healthy trading spread and market making, basically. And so then like this can really kill the project. So I would also be really careful on how to choose the market makers, and also put a decent amount of budget on that. That could be like the biggest mistakes I've seen. And to answer to the second part of the question, how we can help? Yeah, it's direct, right? So on our side, what we do, we organize trading competition where we incentivize users to trade Euro token. So basically, we help on one of the 2 biggest metrics that the centralized exchange are looking, whether to list or delist a token. It's trading volume. So on our side, again, we brought over 200 million in 5 months, and number of traders. And on that, we can also help, of course, because we are bringing hundreds or even sometimes thousands of traders that already knows our tools and that basically are participating to the different trading competition we are doing. So if we do a trading competition with a token issuer, first we'll incentivize our community of traders, but also it's a way for them to engage with their community and then reward their community to trade their token on the centralized exchange they are listing on.
Yeah, thanks, Gabriel, for such a detailed answer. The next one, what kind of metrics or data points do token issuers get back after a campaign to measure how effective their marketing and trading strategies really were?
Yeah, we're talking about the token issuer, right? So not the trader. So the token issuer is not putting in place trading strategies, right? It's more up to our traders to put some trading strategies. And on that, at the moment, we don't offer to our traders some tools to directly measure how they are efficient. It's something we are planning to do because we have this long-term vision to become a one-stop shop trading interface where our users will trade in our interface not only to earn rewards, but also just because the trading experience is awesome, right? So calculate the P&L, do arbitrage, because since they can connect the different centralized exchange, they could have also really interesting arbitrage opportunities. But just to get back to the question of Manisa, the metrics is basically we're getting really transparent and we are communicating a lot with our clients that are token issuers. So basically we like to send them on a daily basis the reports of the campaign. So how much trading volume was done, by who, so we can provide a big spreadsheet with the whole leaderboard, and basically the leaderboard contains which DeFi address that got connected on the Cede Hub did which amount of trading volume on which exchange. And so that's how then they can really see the data. They can also see that there is proper trading volume that is realized. And so yeah, that's all the data we are sharing. We also work a lot with usually their market making team, if they have, to make sure again the token is tradable and the liquidity is good enough to operate. And regarding the marketing, so we do co-marketing, so that's part of our value proposition where we bring a lot of materials. We are present on the Discord of our clients to make sure everything is clear. We provide support. But regarding how they measure that is effective or not, basically two metrics only. It's really simple. It's how much trading volume was done and by how many traders. And that's what they want to see, right? Because then also the end goal is when it's to avoid the delisting is like they will measure it if the token was delisted or not, right? And I can tell you that with all our clients that faced the delisting notice, they didn't get delisted at the end. So like it was effective and they're super happy about it. And also then for other cases, whether it is to raise funds, just to see it as a marketing tool or to target upcoming bigger centralized exchange listings, this is more like on the long-term way. So we cannot see directly the impact, but still they see the number of trading, the amount of trading volume that was realized through the campaign and the number of traders. So that's with those two metrics that they can basically measure how effective the trading campaign was.
Thanks, Gabriel, and thanks for the question. Next one, what about the costs and fees for the customers for the project?
Yeah, super good question. So basically a token issuer has to pay for two things to work with us. First is the reward, the prize pool. So as you've seen, like we rewarded over 550,000 USDT. So this amount are paid always by the token issuer. So the minimum we are asking for a 1 week campaign, usually we don't like to do 1 week. It's not enough to see like really long-term results, but the minimum is 3K. So 3,000 USDT per week of campaign. And usually, for example, then for a 1 month campaign, it will be 12K minimum. Some of our clients with higher budget and higher expectations, they are putting much more. We have clients that are putting 20K a week. So there is really no limits. Basically, the more you will put, the more trading volume we will bring. So it's really proportional. And then there is also our fees. And so our fees, how we charge, it's a percentage of the trading volume that will be generated through the competition. So how much trading volume will be generated on Cede Hub, then we take a percentage. And so this percentage varies between 0.2 and 0.5%, mainly depending on how big is the campaign. So for small campaigns, small rewards, and short-term campaigns, it will be 0.5%. For long ones, 1 month or 10K weekly rewards, we can push to 0.3, 0.25%. Why also our clients love us and why we have to be honest, really good traction is because there is kind of no risk to launch a campaign with us. Because if it doesn't work, if for example there is no trading volume that is happening, right, the token issuer is paying for nothing because the rewards are sent only if there is trading volume, right? So users are getting rewarded only if they realize a certain amount of trading volume. So if they didn't, for any reason, they won't get the rewards. And so then we'll refund the client. And same for our fees, because since it's a percentage, obviously, if there is no trading volume happening in the campaign, there is no fees for us.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, what is an average?
Yeah, approximately, I would say the average clients, so we got like, as I said, over 75 clients, but on average, it's something like 6 to 7K of fees and 10K of rewards. So usually an average campaign is like 15 to 20K total budget.
Okay, thanks. Hope it answers the question. Another one, results-based, less risk. Okay, nice project.
Wanted to query about the team. Probably I've missed that in the slides, so could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, thank you. No, actually you didn't. That's true. I could have added that part. It's always really important, right, to see who is behind that. So yeah, right now the team is growing quite a lot. Quick background about myself and co-founder. So we started the company end of 2021 while we were still students with my co-founders. We are students from different engineering schools, so we all have engineering backgrounds. So we are like 3 co-founders. So myself taking care of all the operational, finance, legal, sales, BD side of things. We have Pierre, co-founder, CEO, CPO, so handling mainly the product part, and with him and myself, we are like handling all the strategic things like fundraising and so on. Then there is Nikita, our CTO, co-founder and CTO, handling the tech side of things. And then basically at the moment we are 12 people, so 4 sales business developer. Now we are putting a big accent on the scaling, right? So mainly the sales part, since now we really have found a PMF. And by design at the beginning, the team was mainly tech-based, right? So that's why the rest of the team are like developers, full stack developers that knows centralized exchange connectivity since 3 years, because we started working with them since a lot of time. And then now like some products. And by the way, at the moment we are like hiring quite a lot. So if you allow me, Malika and Ivan, I would love to share on the chat some job descriptions, because we are hiring for several positions at the moment.
Yeah, let's start with the last question, and I think it's time to end the Q&A. A asks, can project sell its tokens during this campaign, and trading competition taking place where? DEX, CEX?
Yeah, great question. So we are getting asked a lot, can project sell the token during the campaign? So some of our clients can see that as a liquidity exit, a way to exit the liquidity. So definitely that's not something we are willing to, because it means dumping on the users, right? Dumping on the retail. But that being said, we feel that sometimes our clients are doing it, but not in a bad way. They just leverage the fact that there is more liquidity and more volume to sell a little part, right? So it really depends at which point, right? Like if you want to dump like a big amount, it won't be doable, because first it's not suitable and we don't want that for our users, but also our users are not so dumb basically, so they will not lose money unnecessarily, right? So always they will start to trade, they will see if it works or not, and if they see that the spread is really bad and basically they are losing all their money by small amount tests, they won't continue. So then like the campaign won't be successful, right? So that's why always we like to do due diligence to see with who we are working, if the project is serious. So technically it wouldn't be a fit for a project that has only this goal, because it wouldn't work for them. But if the plan is to liquidate a bit, that's something that could work indeed. And regarding the trading competition taking place where, at the moment is only on centralized exchanges. So now we are available on over 10 centralized exchanges. And if you have a request on another centralized exchange and are willing to launch a competition with big rewards, we can consider integrating a new centralized exchange in 2 or 3 weeks. And on DEXs, it's something we're thinking about it, but at the moment it's not live. So at the moment, only trading competition on centralized exchange, because that's where like we have all our expertise, because again, we are on this space of centralized exchange connectivity since 3.5 years. So we want to focus on what we do the best.
Absolutely. So thank you, Gabriel, for being on this call. And yeah, guys, if you want to be our next guest and also pitch right here in these calls, be sure to check the form for participation, which is now in the chat. Also, there's a feedback form. And yeah, thank you so much for connecting.